Continuing coverage, of course, on fox13seattle.com as well.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're reporting one of the most intense stories of the week today. Downtown Los Angeles is the center of national attention. Protests against ICE have turned into full-blown confrontations. Thousands of people have taken to the streets, chanting, holding signs, and demanding change. This isn't just a local issue, it's part of a larger national conversation. Immigration policy has sparked debate across the country, and here in LA, it's reached a boiling point. The demonstrations started peacefully. Today people gathered in Pershing Square with a clear message: families must stay together, stop the raids and defund ICE. But as the day progressed, tensions began to rise. A group of protesters headed toward the freeway. Traffic was backed up, and police stepped in to intervene. This is where things really started to heat up. Air gas was fired, rubber bullets were fired, and the crowd started to fight back. Now when night falls, chaos ensues. Helicopters circle overhead, police lines block major intersections, and protesters refuse to back down. We'll take you through the events that unfolded from peaceful beginnings to moments of confrontation, and discuss what this means for the community and the country as a whole. So stay tuned as we break it all down.
Hey, they've also given the last warning. Hold on. They've also given the last warning. Okay? They're prepared to get violent. Together. Back up a little bit and gather together. They're prepared to get violent. They already gave the last warning. Okay? What we're doing is working. They sent the National Guard home. That's why the police are out here now. Okay? They sent the National Guard home. They have to go home now. Hey, nigga. You gotta shoot, nigga. What's that?
I've been in a bunch of county riots. Big, let's go.
We're not being intimidated. Make a order. As soon as they push forward.
The protests began this morning and continued into the evening. Thousands of people gathered in Pershing Square in downtown LA today, and at first, the demonstration was peaceful. People of all ages showed up, families with children, students, and community leaders. They carried signs that read "End Family Separation" and "Stop ICE Raids." The mood was emotional but determined. Many shared personal stories of loved ones being detained or deported. The crowd grew larger as the day went on. Around noon, a group of people broke away from the square. They marched toward the freeway, chanting along the way. This escalated the protest. Blocking a major freeway disrupts daily life, but for the protesters, it was a necessary act to draw attention. Traffic was snarled. Drivers honked their horns, some in frustration, some in support. The tension was palpable as police arrived on the scene. Officers formed a line to block the police. Protesters faced off against police, refusing to back down. Chants grew louder. No justice, no, not peace. This is where things began to change. Police ordered the crowd to disperse. However, many chose to stay and defend their positions. As the standoff continued, the situation grew more intense. Police issued repeated warnings for the crowd to disperse, but the protesters did not move. Tension was thick in the air. Some protesters sat down in defiance, others linked arms, forming a human chain. Then the first tear gas canister was fired. It landed near the front of the crowd, sending up a cloud of smoke. Protesters scrambled to cover their faces and back away. Not everyone retreated, though some threw the canisters back toward the police line. Others shouted louder, raising their fists in defiance. The police responded with greater force. Rubber bullets were fired, and flashes of lightning echoed through the streets. It was a chaotic and emotional scene. Amid the chaos, some protesters tried to calm the crowd. They called for calm, urging it to remain peaceful. But the damage had been done. Tensions were already high. Local medics rushed to help the wounded. Some were hit by rubber bullets. Others struggled to breathe from lingering tear gas. The protest turned into a full-scale clash. Police advanced, pushing the crowd back toward Pershing Square. But many refused to leave, staying despite the risk.
Hey, they've also given the last warning. Hold on. They've also given the last warning. Okay? They're prepared to get violent. Together. Back up a little bit and gather together. They're prepared to get violent. They already gave the last warning. Okay? What we're doing is working. They sent the National Guard home. That's why the police are out here now. Okay? They sent the National Guard home. They have to go home now.
Hey, nigga! You gotta shoot, nigga! What's that?
I've been in a bunch of county riots. Big, let's go.
We're not being intimidated. Make a rally. As soon as they push down,
As night fell, the situation showed no signs of calming down. Helicopters hovered overhead, their searchlights sweeping the streets. Police vehicles formed barriers at key intersections. The protesters, now smaller in number, remained defiant. They lit candles, creating a somber yet powerful display. The chants of "Abolish ICE" echoed through the night at the same time. Law enforcement tightened their response. More officers were deployed, some in riot gear. The tension between the two sides was palpable. The moment stood out amid the chaos. A protester climbed onto a makeshift platform with a megaphone. They shouted, "We are here for justice, for our families, for our future." Their words seemed to energize the crowd, but it also drew the attention of the police. Moments later, the platform was dismantled and the protester detained. This sparked a new wave of confrontation. Demonstrators pushed forward, demanding the release of those arrested. Police responded with more tear gas and rubber bullets. The streets of downtown Los Angeles became a battlefield. Protesters chanted louder, while officers held their lines. It was clear neither side was willing to back down.
Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! Everybody get back! Keep walking! Move out! Move out! Move out! Hey! Try to be through! Black sunglasses! Where's he at? 1870s wedding! Blue belly hat! His buddy's running. Let's go. Black, blue LA hat, black shirt, green letters. Get out! Right there, you're point of contact. Watch yourself, they're throwing rocks. The National Guard has been sent back home. The National Guard has been sent back home. Hey, what we're doing is working. What we're doing is working. The National Guard has been sent back home. You see this? This is why the police are in front now.
This is the last warning. The women police are in the front. Sacrificing themselves.
Hey, they've also given the last warning. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
This protest is not just about ICE. It's about the larger issues of immigration and justice. For many, these policies represent a broken system. The stories shared today were heartbreaking. Parents separated from their children, communities living in constant fear of raids. These are the human faces behind the protests. The response from law enforcement has raised questions. Was the use of tear gas and rubber bullets necessary, or did it escalate an already tense situation? Critics argue that the police response was too aggressive. They point to peaceful protesters being injured and the arrests made without clear justification. On the other hand, officials defend their actions. They claim the measures were needed to maintain public safety and to prevent the protests from spiraling further out of control. This clash highlights the deep divisions in our society between those demanding change and those tasked with enforcing the law. The events here in Los Angeles reflect a national struggle, a struggle to balance security with justice and to address the concerns of marginalized communities. Tonight, Los Angeles stands as a symbol of the nation's struggles. The protests here are about more than just policies. They're about people, families, communities, and futures on the line. The scenes we've witnessed are both powerful and painful, reminder of the deep divides we must address, and the resilience of those fighting for what they believe in. But as the dust settles, questions remain. How can we move forward from this? Will the voices raised tonight lead to real change? Or will these clashes become just another headline? This story isn't just about La. It's about all of us, our values, our priorities, and our willingness to listen. Thank you for joining us tonight. Your engagement is part of the solution. Together, we can seek understanding and push for progress. If this story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.
Wait.